Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Last time, we made it up to the top of the throat of the world. Well, most of the way to the top of the throat of the world anyway. Long story. And we talked to some old guys who taught us some very fun swear words. Let's see. Today, I don't think they've really got much more to say to us. So I'm just gonna go head back outside, and we can continue to our next objective, and I apparently have a level up available. Let me see. So, right before I got up here last time, I did put Klimek's thing in the offering chest, and that filled out Klimek's little side quest, or a little miscellaneous objective. So I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is go back to Ivarstead and talk to him, and as soon as you like fast travel or go anywhere after. So as soon as you fast travel or go anywhere after High Hrothgar, after that little part of the story, these guys will appear. These cultist guys, lovely people. What are you talking about again?
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. We know you are the false Dragonborn.
All right.
Shall not stand in the way of the true Dragonborn's return. He comes soon, and we shall offer him your heart. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Time to die.
Alright, what's this about a false Dragonborn? It's like when you're a kid and you're arguing with your siblings who gets to be Batman or who gets to be Robin for Halloween or whatever. Anyway, so they're gonna fight us. This is gonna be the introduction to the Dragonborn DLC. I honestly don't want to participate in this fight because I don't want to accidentally attack a guard and have them start aggroing on me, and that's probably the safest way to do this right now is to just like let other people deal with them. All right, while you're sort of on your own, I will just do this, and I'm in trouble. So let me actually use that level. Magicka, yeah, I need that. I have 2 perks to increase apparently. I still can't do anything yet with my destruction skill tree. Should I just dump all my points in light armor for now because that's what I'm wearing? Light armor is over here. I guess I'll just go and dump some points into light armor so that I take a little bit less damage from physical attacks. Anyway, you are going to... I don't know exactly what's happening to your health bar there. Are you, like, healing as we go? Where are you? Can you stop that? That was not what I meant to do. I meant to actually use Unrelenting Force there, not Whirlwind. That could have gone better. That's why it's probably better to let the guards fight these people. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute, did my Atronach just attack me, or did one of them summon an Atronach too? I thought that was my Atronach until it killed me. Hello? Oh, I saw another one floating around in the back. I guess they did summon an Atronach. You guys should wear, like, uniforms or something so that I know what team everyone's on. Alright, let's try this again. And this cultist is once again, like, resisting death. Alright, there you go. Go be dead somewhere else. Anyone else, or is that the last of them? I think that's the last of them. All right, we can put our offensive powers away. You have a quest marker on you, which is to search your body for the cultist orders. You've got a potion of resist fire, which I could have used about 5 seconds ago, and you've got some cultist uniforms and stuff. I'm gonna go and just like drag you off the road because honestly, Ivarstead looks better when there's not like dead bodies on the road. So I'm just gonna go and pick you up, and I think disposing of you in the river is as good a place to put this as any. Eventually, they should despawn. Bodies tend to despawn in this game after a while, but that could take some time. Oh, Ivarstead guard didn't make it. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna take your torch. Should I clean up this dead body too? Let me go and. All right. Well, for some reason, the game is not letting me actually like pick you up and move. So I can't dispose of that body, so it's just gonna have to sit there in the middle of the path for a while. I also can't find the other cultist bodies, so that's we're kind of like 1 for 4 right now. Anyway, let's see. Moving on, I think we are done in Ivarstead. That was exciting. The next place we've got to go. So Ustengrav to retrieve the Horn of Ergen Windcaller is going to be over here, north of the city called Morthal, which we haven't been to yet. And we can either run there, probably by fast traveling to the Western Watchtower and going, like, around this way-ish. Or I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel to Whiterun. I am going to take a carriage to Morthal. And, you know, I probably should have fast traveled to the Whiterun stables instead.
Where's his store? Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
Alright, you know what? You did remind me. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory that I don't really want or need. A lot of that is going to be things like these here dragon bones, which I looted off the dragon's body a little while ago and then never, like, got rid of. These are late game crafting items. I don't have any use for these right now. I'm not going to hoard them for later because we will find more dragons later to fight and to murder and to steal their skeletons from. And in the meantime, that is 45 plus 10 is 55 carry weight, which is like 25% of everything in my inventory right now, which I don't really want to just have rolling around. So let me go and do something about this. The first thing I'm actually going to do... Back at the enchanting table, I can get rid of some weight in my inventory by going and deconstructing the Axe of Whiterun to learn the the Damage Magicka enchantment. And, oh, the Iron Warhammer of Sapping also had the same enchantment? Alright. So that, I can only deconstruct that one. I could enchant some other stuff and increase their value when selling, but I don't really feel like going that far right now, so let me go and move on to the second thing that I want to do. Is go into one of the few buildings of note that I did not remember to visit when I was doing that tour of Whiterun a little while ago, and this is going to be the Bannered Mare. This is an inn. Have we been in an inn yet? That's hard. Have we been in an inn yet in this game yet? I have no idea what I just said. So we can go and talk to the innkeeper, and they can do some things like trade you for food and drinks and that kind of thing. They don't usually have a whole lot. Salt, I guess that's a potion ingredient. I guess I'll buy that. Food, got some alcohol, some nutrients, which I don't really want to put in my inventory. You can ask them for quests, and they will usually give you like radiant quests, like go here, kill this bandit leader. The radiant quests are basically randomly generated quests that the game will offer you in places like this. It will usually try to send you to a part of the game which you haven't been to yet, which is kind of handy if you just want to explore. You can ask them for rumors, which will occasionally point you towards actual dedicated quests in Whiterun if you haven't, like, if you're a high enough level to activate one and you haven't seen it yet. Or you can ask randomly about learning about magic. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just gonna ask to rent a room, and because it's the middle of the night, it is 11:30 at night in game. None of the stores are gonna be open, and I'm just gonna want to either wait, pass time by waiting, or pass time by sleeping.
At the general goods store.
I'm gonna have to actually follow you because there's a couple of rooms in each inn, and only one of them will actually allow you to sleep in it when you rent a room. This one apparently, the loft. All right. Nice place. We can go and just sleep for how about 8 hours. That'll bring us to 7:30 in the morning, and by that time, the town should be starting to wake up. All right. And you awake feeling well-rested. So that is another active effect bonus, well-rested. All skills improve 10% faster for 8 hours. You can get that by sleeping. There is a certain condition later in the game that might prevent that from working, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Alright, it is now daytime. It is now easier to see, which I appreciate. And I think the store is open at 8, and it's going to be like 7:30, so I'm just going to waste a little bit of time walking around. So down here, Adrienne actually I think is activates an hour earlier than everyone else. She comes out at 7, so I guess I'll talk to you. Can I sell anything here? Just give me a minute while I sell all the stuff in my inventory that I don't need. Alright, so I'm outside the city by the Whiterun stables. I sold most of the stuff that was in my inventory. My carry weight is down to 60. That also goes for like the iron ingots or whatever that I had in my inventory taking up space that I didn't really need. And I've got 1,400 gold now, which is a decent amount of gold for this point in the game. So out by the stables, I can find this guy. Alright, fine, I'll talk to you from the front. You can find this guy. So all the major cities, all the walled cities in this game have, like, stables out front, and by the stables you will be able to find someone who is driving a carriage who will take you to Darnstar, Falkreath, Markarth, Morthal, Riften, Solitude, Windhelm, or Winterhold, or if you're in one of the other cities, to Whiterun. I am going to go to Morthal as this one. That's the one that I want to go in. And we can pay you, and we can just climb in the carriage, and we can be on our way. I'll probably do this maybe a couple of other times. You're a talkative Uber driver, are you? I'll probably do this a couple of other times elsewhere in the game, but probably not, like, frequently. So welcome to Morthal. I'm not going to do a, like, grand tour of the city here, although I will run over here and see what these guys have to say, because it looks like they're, having a bit of a heated discussion.
Safe in our own homes.
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
So there's some strife here in Morthal, and we will be going and seeing what that quest is all about later on. First, however, I think the, you know, the rest of the game calls. So I'm going to want to go vaguely north to Ustengrav. So Morthal, the terrain around Morthal is going to be quite different from the terrain around Whiterun, or the terrain around whatever this is out here. The Highlands, I guess you could call it. The Reach, I think, is the, like, in-game canonical name.
Hey.
But we're going to have a bunch of marshes, and we're going to be running through some swamps on our way to Ustengrav. And I don't really want to go swimming through the lake that Morthal sits on, but let's see. Can I just... okay, I can run over and out this way. There's no, like, nothing in the way. Got some death bells here. These are pretty flowers. I don't know what those flowers are based on. I know what, like, a lot of the flowers in the game are based on in their appearance, whether it's, like, what they're actually called, like nightshades or not. But I don't know what the death bells are based on, and I do like them. I wouldn't mind, you know, having some in my garden. Let's see. So, one of the things I'm gonna go and just toss out a Atronach. One of the things you can run into in these marshes are monsters such as spiders. So, be on the lookout for those. Although I do have that one Voice of the Sky blessing that will give me basically immunity to wild animals being annoying for, what was it, 24 hours? I think of real time, not of in-game time. So maybe I won't have to worry about those right now. Alright. This one's partially frozen over. Okay. There's some more death bells over here, so might as well pick those up. I see another potion ingredient, which is a fungal pod of some sort. These are weird. It says swamp fungal pods, and they do look like the fruiting bodies of mushrooms, but it also looks pretty obviously like they have leaves, and fungi don't have leaves, so I don't know what that's all about. Let's see. My assistants are some distance behind me, and if I run over up this hill, we can reach it to Ustengrav without too much drama. Although I say without too much drama, outside there will be some bandits camped out who I'd like to not deal with if I can avoid dealing with them. Alright, you guys can take a swipe and a miss. My shout is still Whirlwind Sprint, and I think I'd like Unrelenting Force. Yeah, we can stagger you by doing that. And it's going to be fire versus ice over here against the Novice Necromancer. By the way, when I was selling stuff, I did gain a couple levels in speech. You gain speech experience in this game by just, like, selling stuff or transacting stuff anyway. As well as by passing, speech checks. What do I actually want to use? I'm gonna go... I think before I died, I'd use the perks on light armor, and I don't think I ever went and, like, finished doing that, so I'm gonna do that now. Are we done? Alright, we are done. So, Lydia seems to have taken care of everyone else, and I've taken care of the Necromancer. Was there anything else? Yeah, so I got quite a bit of speech experience from selling my stuff. The dragon bones and dragon scales are fairly valuable. So you'll get a decent amount of money from selling those. I've said several times that I'm not worried about having money in this game, because by any reasonably late point in the game, or even the middle of the game, you're just going to have so much of it that you don't know what to do with it all. There are money sink mechanics, buying skilled levels from certain skill trainers and that kind of thing, but even then, you tend to just have way more money in this game than you really need. So I'm probably not going to bother upgrading anything on the speech skill tree, but if you really want to get through the early part of the game a little faster, being able to buy good weapons and armor and that sort of thing, you can do that. Anyway, I'll get to more of the skill trees when we level stuff up and when we need those skills. Is there anyone else here? I don't think there is. I could search the dead bodies for resources, but I don't really feel like spending the time doing that. All right. We can head down into this this great circular basin. Outside, there's a chest, more money, and a potion of minor magicka. There's a dead body. Guess I'll take your money and lockpick. Barrels. Oh, potion ingredients in there. It's one of the more useful things you can find in barrels. And let's head inside. Alright. So, we've got some more dead bodies here. Again, just like in Bleak Falls Barrows, the bandits are, like, not very good at cleaning up after themselves. So let me go and summon my Atronak, and I guess I'll go and use my one stealth archer opportunity of the area in here. And we can just, I see there's a guy. Didn't mean to hit that button. There's a guy down there who I can snipe. Alright, about half damage to that novice conjurer. Let's just go and put the flames back, and I'm just going to run in guns blazing now. Because I don't feel like sneaking around anymore. You totally could. You totally could go in guns blazing, but, I mean, you sneaking around and, like, saving magic and that kind of thing. But let's see, where are you guys? You are the one who's actually, oh, yeah, oh, God. I didn't see how low my health was getting. Okay. That magic shield that you had up will also block shouts, which is a little bit annoying. We gonna try that again? Let me try that again. I'm also gonna just sit here for a minute and let my magicka regenerate for a couple moments. Hang on. It's probably good enough, right? Oh, I missed. All right. You are alert, but I should still be able to get a sneak attack on you. There we go. So, for what it's worth, if you miss with an arrow, NPCs generally will... Okay, that's, sorry, Lydia. NPCs generally will go in the direction... Ooh. That was a finishing move. And NPCs generally will run in the direction of the noise, so if you shoot an arrow at someone and miss, they won't automatically be drawn towards you. They might be drawn towards where the arrow lands. So you can use that to your advantage once in a while. That ash pile was the final fate of a resurrected dead bandit there. Spell Tome, Candlelight. Do I have that one already? I don't think I do. Alright, Spell Tome, Candlelight learned. If I were to go and... that's going to be Alteration, right? So this is a spell which is just going to like, create a floating light above my head. I'm going to probably use this once in a while. What does it last? Like 60 seconds? Something like that? It's not bad. I think torches last longer, but they are a finite resource. Well, not finite. You can buy them from merchants and find them as like loot in dungeons and stuff. But they are a resource which will expire, and you can just your magicka regenerate, so you'll be able to use more hissed carp. All right, that's a fish, which is a potion ingredient. Anyway, let's go down here, and if you run down this way, you can see that there's a bit of a war going on between a bunch of Draugr and this here novice conjurer who's not really having a good day. See, it's very crowded in here. I'm just gonna go and set some guys on fire. Don't really all right, we're just gonna aim at you. You don't seem to be concerned with me. And Lydia took that one down, and she took the other two down too, or the Atronak took the other two down. All right. Is it worth checking all these dead bodies? Bone meal, some gold, some things like that. Amethyst. All right. Not really interested in the weapons. Boy, it really got dark after that candlelight expired. Should I didn't really give me much alteration experience from using that though, but I'm gonna favorite that. I am gonna use this. I want a decent level of light in here for the sake of the recording so that you can actually see what I'm doing. And I foresee myself using quite a bit of that. I'll probably upgrade a little bit of my alteration skill tree, even if I don't plan on using most things in that skill tree, just so that I can, like, extend the duration of that spell. You can check all these urns for, like, gold and stuff, but I think that's not really necessary right now. Alright, so this is a bit of a side chamber. We'll come through there later on for some other stuff, for when we, like, finish the dungeon and double back, but... Alright, another potion of minor healing. I should probably use those more often than I have been. Potion of health. Mystery of Talara. That is a book which has the icon of, I think, restoration on it. So I'm gonna get a level in restoration from that. Not bad. And a potion of alteration. That'll extend the duration of my alteration spells, right? So if I cast a Mage Light under the influence of that, the Mage Light will last a little bit longer. I think that's how that works. Let's see. So we can continue down here. And the side path, not the main path, is going to be down this way. So I'm going to go and duck in here. There's a lot of gold just randomly on this table. And I don't know what it's there for. Alright, chain and a hidden door. I'm not entirely sure why this one's a hidden door. There's not really anything that exciting beyond it. But if we run down into this tunnel, we'll be able to come into this little hidden area. This little hidden area is going to make some sort of, like, mystical secret noise sound effect play. And if I look in this chest, we're going to get all of 11 gold. Which is, I don't know if it's possible for, like, stronger level loot to appear in that chest or not. But you would think that there would be something a little more exciting in that for as out of the way as this is. It's not the most out of the way hidden area in this game, but it is definitely not on the main path. So let's go this way, back out to our main path, and we can do this. We can summon ourselves a Flame Atronak. We're gonna get into some more fights. Let's see. And oh, you're already dead. All right, I guess I'm not gonna fight that one. I am gonna fight these two though. That was rude. Can you stop that? Oh, I'm out of magicka. I'm probably not gonna need a ton of magicka to get through here, but because I don't really feel like watching my companions just sit around and, like, do nothing, I'm gonna go and just use a couple of potions there. And oh wow, I'm in trouble. All right, maybe I should actually heal. Cheese, chicken, rabbit, more cheese, and healing potions. We can use those. Very nice. So that's gonna be that one, and this one, Restless Draugr. Lydia, you deal with it. This is gonna be over in a second. There's no point in getting that invested in it. Alright, not gonna check the rest of those bodies, and I think now I can just set you on fire, and that's gonna be it for you. Okay. So that was a little bit intense. We almost died there. But I think we'll make it out of that okay. I might as well just heal. It's gonna regenerate anyway, and I'm not gonna get into any more fights imminently, but just having some more healing experience probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Do you get more restoration experience if you heal, like, actually in combat than if you do when you're not in combat? I feel like that's how it works, although I'm not completely sure about that. Alright, so we can go through this door, and this is going to be our more or less the midpoint of Ustengrav. And you know what? Alright, I'm gonna cast a candlelight here, and I think I'm gonna end it off. There hasn't been a ton cut out of this video, or indeed most of these Skyrim videos, with the exception being, like, when I die or when I need to go sell stuff at the store or whatever. So I'm gonna try and not let these go on for, like, too long. My name is Dragonite. It's been the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Next time, we're going to be continuing deeper into Ustengrav, and we are going to find the item that the Greybeards wanted us to retrieve. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Out, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.